Okay, what we're doing now is we're actually watching fight footage from this Ryan's opponent from his last fight. I had one of my fighters, Broadus Blackwell, fight at this event, and we've got the Ryan's opponent fights on the same DVD. So we're watching Ryan's opponent's last fight, breaking down the fight footage, seeing his tendencies, seeing what he likes to do, what technique he throws the most, if he still got good conditioning in the third round, second round, see if we can take him out in the second round, third round, and whatnot. So that's what we're doing right now, just watching his tendencies. He holds a lot when his back's against the rope. So as long as you're throwing punches, you're going to be scoring points. See that looping left?
Yeah.
That's it. And he does a lot of front leg kicking and a jab, like left leg, left hand, left leg, left hand. He does a lot of holding. So when you get him up against the ropes, working the body, throw some uppercuts, uppercut hook.
No, he can't do that boot slip on me in the low kick rules, can he? The boot kick?
I think he can. No, I don't think he can because you can only kick above the knee on the outside of the thigh.
Even if he does, I think he.
The guy in the gold pants, he's tiring himself out by leaning forward. You just need to settle in and just, instead of putting your weight on him, settle in and just throw your combos. Always finish with a low kick. Because when he's, if you push away, that high kick's there.
Yeah.
If you rattle his brain enough with the helmet, hit his head hard enough in the first round,
tire him out.
It'll rattle the brain and it'll set him up for the knockout later on.
How easy do you think it'd be for me to keep him off of me in the front kick and side kick?
Oh, easy. Right here.
Like he's walking like kind of straight.
See,
he tries to sweep it. I can mix it up to a head kick, like right there.
Yeah, you can.
Even if you don't, it'll look pretty.
Well, see, he reaches every time the guy throws a left kick, he drops that left hand.
Yeah, that's all.
And he tries to sweep.
Sweeping it.
Yep. So throw the front kick, round
Fake it
kick,
like I usually do.
or throw the front kick and then immediately right cross. The Ryan's opponent likes to do a spinning back fist, where you turn your back to your opponent and swing your arm and try to hit him with the side of your hand that's less padding on the glove. So last night we did a lot of drills where you could counter that. You just go with the spin, keep your right hand up so it doesn't land. But his opponent likes to throw those, so that's one thing that we didn't focus our whole fight on it, but that's one thing that we did drill. We drilled a lot of spinning side kicks, which this guy likes to do, and spinning back fists. Ryan's opponent is wearing black pants. He ended up losing this fight, but it was a three-round fight. So the problem with fighting someone, even if they lose a three-round fight, is that you know that person has gone the distance. He's done 3 full rounds and has the conditioning to at least stand up. Whether or not he has the conditioning to finish the fight, you know, that's still good on our favor because he couldn't finish it. But he has gone the distance, so that means that he has got good conditioning. I wouldn't say above average conditioning, but I would say average conditioning. And I think Ryan's conditioning is above average. So now the day before the fight, he fights tomorrow. He's already had to go in a sauna, cut some weight, some water weight, and right now he's exactly at the weight he has to be for the fight. And he hasn't. What have you eaten today?
No.
He hasn't eaten anything today.
I haven't drank anything.
Or drank anything. He's kind of grumpy, ill, because he likes his food. And what we're going to do is we're going to get in the ring, maybe 15, 20 minutes, just hit some mitts, just to go over some techniques, just to loosen up. Then immediately from that, he's going to hit the road, drive to Augusta with his best friend, and weigh in tonight. And if he doesn't make weight tonight, let's say he catches on a few pounds between here and Augusta, I don't know how, he would have to weigh in again tomorrow, which that would not be good for us because you don't want to starve yourself and make weight the day of an event. Another thing is that you don't want to have more than 2 fights a year because your body goes under such stress when you're cutting water weight that you're dehydrating yourself. So you don't want to have more than 2 fights a year if you can help it 3 fights at the maximum, because it really puts a lot of stress on your body, and that's one thing that I don't recommend for anybody younger than 17. 17 or 18. Ryan's body's pretty mature. He's been lifting weights for a couple years now, wrestled for the Hart County High School team, got a scholarship to Anderson College, so he's in pretty good shape. So I don't really worry about him cutting weight once or twice a year. That's why I don't train anybody younger than 15 for full contact kickboxing, and no one younger than 17 actually fights for me. So because it's a lot of stress for the body. But right now we're about to put on some mitts and hit the mitts and go over a few more game plan stuff. Okay, and after the last hit of everything, I want you to move, okay? Only kick when I tell you to, but I don't want you to stand in front of this guy. I want you to hit him hard, hit him a lot, and move where he never gets time to set up anything. If the right kick, I'm gonna kick a little bit too. If the right kick comes, right hand. If the left kick comes, left hand. Okay? All right, jab, cross, hook until I say stop. Good, put it. Now you put it on the face. Huh? Okay. Good. Cross it across. Good. Good, crowd, good. Because he's going to try and cut the ring off on you. If you move that way, he's going to follow. Good, good. Keep him out, keep him out. Don't let him get you. You'll get a warning. With Ryan's fight, the rules are, this guy's never fought kicking below the waist before. And that's Ryan's, one of his strong points, his leg kicks. So the rules are that you can't kick to the inside of the leg because you can inflict a little bit more damage to the knee. So the kicks that he can throw are on the outside, which is to the quadricep, above the knee. He can't kick below the knee. He'll get a point taken away or a warning. And he can't kick to the inside of the leg. He cannot. So he can kick to the back of the leg if I'm turned above the knee and the side of the leg. But he cannot kick to the inside. Whether it's right leg forward or left leg forward, he cannot kick to the inside because it does a little bit more damage to the knee. Even though he's fought like that in the past, this guy wouldn't accept those rules. So the rules are low kicks below the waist, only on the outside of the legs, and body kicks, head kicks, and boxing. Good. Keep working the angle. Good. 1, 2, lead leg. Hip over, turn hip over, put your head away, good. 1, 2, 3, rear. Good. 1, 2, 3, rear. Good. Yeah. Superman and left hook. 2 rear kicks, Superman, left hook. Yeah. Actually, I did hit Josie with that last night. In the air, Superman punch, and left hook, right to the north. Good. Superman hook, cross hook. What the Superman punch is you're throwing 2 kicks to the person's leg or body hard, making them block it or making them just feel the hurt, feel the power. And then you pick the back leg up and fake the kick so their tension's there, and then you throw the right cross. And so hopefully their tension's down, their gloves drop, and then you hit. It usually works 9 out of 10 times. And it's one of my favorite punches to throw because a lot of people, when I start kicking them in the leg, they start feeling it. Then I fake the low kick and then throw the punch in the head. And cross and cross after the Superman hook cross. That really cross. Low kick, high kick, medium kick, high kick. So you go. Good. Whatever speed you want to take it. Good. 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 Nice. Not hard. Good. Just getting dizzy. What are the kicks? Shadowbox for a while. What combination you want to throw just to? Yeah. Keep a lot.
Yeah, well,
Look, I throw them in flurries. Throw them in sets of 5. Just come boom. And if it gets past the kick here, if it gets past, throw the flurry to get out. Boom. And then there you go. Boom. So you just throw the hard punches to get out. Don't mix it up with him until the 2nd and 3rd round. Okay? So you're throwing the kicks, and if he gets by, boom. And if he starts trying to sweep, there you go. Well, sweep the, throw the kick. So if he starts doing this, boom, right hand, or fake the front kick. Yeah, you can do that. You could fake the front kick and just pick the knee up. There you go, high with that. Like if, go ahead. So pick the knee up, boom. If you try to flip it up with a round kick, he'll still catch it. So you pick it up like a front kick. So he's gonna sweep it and you just pull your heel back to your butt. So as soon as he comes here, sweep, boom, then over to the top, then the right hand, okay? Good. Go ahead and do it slow. That way we don't hurt your hip or anything. So I go here, here, here. Go, just do it a couple times. Good. Yeah. Good. I'm gonna hold this. Pop it, just don't hit it hard. Good. Good, that was a good one. Good. Good. And you just punch to get out first round. You just use your punches to get out. That's gonna do 2 things. That's gonna save your punching power for the 2nd round, and that's gonna also make his corner and him think you don't wanna punch with it. It's gonna make them think that you don't have confidence in your hands. When really, we want those hands. I want you to throw those hands on him, because I don't think he can handle your power. So you punish him and frustrate him with the front kicks and the low kicks and everything. Hit the hands just to get out and get some space. Throw the kicks, throw the kicks, throw the kicks, hit the hands to get space. 2nd round, use the kicks to get in. And then that's when we punch him. Yeah, if you see it, corner, and then just boom, unleash, unleash, and then boom. Yeah, yep. If he's crowding you in the first round, if he starts doing this, trying to hold, push hard, and then high kick. I mean, push hard, high kick. You'd be surprised. I mean, that.
I was right here. Let her push on.
Do the spinning side kick.
That's my guy the most because we're expecting this. She's always covered up.
Most people, what happens in a fight, come here, Lon, in a kickboxing match, is when the referee breaks them up. If we're here and the referee breaks, then both of us, we have to break clean. So the hands drop and they get relaxed. So as a habit to that, whenever fighters are in close and they're just punching or whatnot, if they start to separate, if this fighter pushes me back, as my tendencies, I tend to relax a little bit and drop, and that's when the high kick happens. Usually, if you throw a high kick after a clinch, it's going to land. It has a much higher percentage of landing after a clinch. Because what happens is after the clinch, I get relaxed. Boom. And that's when the head kick happens. And this guy's only as tall as me. Actually, he's an inch shorter than me, Ryan's opponent. So Ryan's kicked me in the head plenty of times. I know he can kick this guy in the head. And hopefully we can get the knockout with a kick. That would be nice.
Today I had to cut, let's see, I came in this morning weighing 161, and now I weigh 155 right now, and it's been probably 2 hours since I woke up, so I've lost that 6 pounds the past 2 hours. Pretty much the way I lose it is no burning fat or anything like that. It's just water weight. Monday through Thursday, I've been hydrating a gallon of water every day. That gives me enough water in my system. That way, when I do cut this weight that I did cut today, I don't dehydrate myself so much that I have to go to the hospital or anything because I didn't have any water in me to cut. So I drank all my water. When I cut my weight today, the easiest way I cut weight is in the sauna with a sauna suit on. I sit in there, I think about 45 minutes, and you just drown yourself in sweat. I mean, you drip in sweat, pounds come off. I mean, every 10 minutes you're losing a pound. And then today we come in here, do a little bit of workout, a little bit more sweating. I haven't ate anything today. I won't eat anything till probably about 8 o'clock tonight. I haven't drank anything today. I probably won't drink anything till about 8 o'clock tonight. All right, so tonight after I weigh in around 7 or 8 or so, I'll get me a meal in. I actually try to get about 2 meals in tonight before I go to sleep. Rehydrate slowly. The way I rehydrate is you take water and you slowly hydrate. You don't chug bottles of water. You take slow sips. Let the body slowly recover. So I get about 2 meals in, I'll try to drink about half a gallon of water tonight, a little less maybe. Tomorrow I'll sleep as late as I possibly can, get full rested. I figure I'll wake up about 1 o'clock, I'll get up, I'll eat me another meal, I'll come here for a little while, me and Chuck will sit down and just chill, talk about the fight, go over my game plans again, I'll relax, then I'll eat another meal before we leave to Augusta probably. And I just want to keep eating as much as I can because that's all the energy that today I haven't ate anything. That's all that I'm recovering from all that. I'm trying to get all the energy from the food. Because if you don't do that, you'll be dead tired in the fight. So tomorrow, me and Chuck probably just chill here. I kind of like to just chill out and relax. I don't like going out much, because I get my mind off the fight, and it makes me feel better inside to know that I've been thinking about the fight all day that day. That way I'm prepared mentally, because I'm already physically prepared. All that's done. From now on, it's preparing yourself mentally. By now, I'm physically prepared. The training Chuck sends you through, it's top class. We're just as good as here as a lot of the other schools around Atlanta and Athens and all. We know what we're doing. He knows how to train fighters. He knows how to get them in shape. I don't think he's ever sent in a fighter, and he wouldn't send in a fighter who's not in shape to fight, because that's just not good for the fighter or him. It's just, it's not a good thing. So then I gotta get myself mentally prepared. Chuck's gonna help me out with that. We're just gonna chill, keep talking about my game plan, keep me confident. As far as nervous goes, I really don't get nervous until I get there. Like, people ask me, am I nervous today or whatever. I'm not nervous, I'm just hungry. Tomorrow, I'll start getting nervous about as soon as we pull up to the auditorium. I'll pull in, we'll go, I gotta check up with the doctor. Then I have to get my hands taped and wrapped. You get a little nervous then while they're wrapping your hands. So you wrap your hands, you put your glove, you go get your gloves, you put them on, you get everything set, you hit a few mitts, and you just sit down and wait for your time to be called.
Hi, I'm Keith Whitaker. I'm currently employed with DNR, and I'm a defensive tactic trainer for the Georgia Police Officers Training Center. I teach ground grappling, handcuff techniques, various techniques on law enforcement. I train here with Chuck because this is the elite place around. It's he gets your body conditioned as well as giving you the knowledge to know what to do when a fight it does occur. And as a police officer, that's a very good benefit for me, because most fights do go to the ground, and most fights aren't like what you see on TV. And Chuck trains you for the realistic. He teaches us what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And he makes sure that we're in physical shape so that we can do it. And I've watched Ryan train here for 2 years. He's awesome. And he's going to devastate this guy tomorrow. He's top notch. He works out all the time. That's all he does is training. When he's not here training, he's wrestling. Out of Chuck's fighters, there ain't nobody I've seen as tough as he is.
Okay, it's the day before the fight. Ryan just got through with his last little bit of training. We watched fight footage of his opponent. He's getting ready to drive to Augusta with a friend of his. I won't be able to go to the weigh-ins because I've got to teach class tonight. He's going to call me as soon as he gets there, lets me know that he made weight. Making weight is the most important thing a professional fighter can do, and I think it starts as an amateur. Ryan is an amateur fighter right now. I think it's very disrespectful to the opponent, to the promoter, and to the coach or instructor for a fighter not to make weight. A fighter knows at maximum 3 to 6 months before a fight, and at minimum 2 weeks before a fight, so they know they have to cut. So a fighter not making weight, that's very disrespectful to the coach and the opponent and the promoter. So that's one important thing that I've instilled in Ryan. He knows how important it is, even though sometimes he waits till the very last minute to cut, which isn't advisable to all the younger fighters. But Ryan, he's done it in the past, and he's done it again today. Tonight, I'm just going to make sure he goes to bed fairly reasonable time. I'll call him, or I'll talk to him when he calls me after the weigh-ins. And he'll sleep late tomorrow, or as late as he can, and that way his body will peak out at 8:30, 9 o'clock tomorrow night, where it needs to peak out. If he gets up too early, he'll be too drowsy. Professional fighters who fight at night tend to get up around 12 or 1 o'clock and eat their breakfast and then work out, go back to sleep, because rest is very important. So tomorrow what I'll do is I'll make sure that I'll be with him the majority of the day after he wakes up, and just not a lot of talking going on, just every now and then. I believe I ask him, how you feeling, about 100,000 times the week before a fight, especially the day of the fight. Make sure his milligram is there. And then the most nervous person you'll see tomorrow or during the fight will be the long-haired guy, me, in the corner of Ryan. I get the most nervous I ever get when Ryan or my stepson or stepdaughter fights. Everyone else, I'm kind of nervous when I coach them, but Ryan is like a little brother or a little son to me. So Dave, my stepson, Tanya, my stepdaughter, and Ryan are the most nerve-wracking competitors that I've ever had to watch, because I'm shaking, walking back and forth. And so tomorrow night, my interview might not be as coherent as it is right now. So hopefully when you see the fight on TV, I will be not shaking too much and a little bit more coherent. So we'll see you the day of the fight and after the fight.